Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to your baby. Yes. Thank you again for tuning in this morning, clicking on my video. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Happy Tuesday. And if this is your first time clicking on my video, thank you. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified when your girl uploads another video and when I go live. And when I upload another video. And when I go live. I had to say that 2 times. You know. Leave me a comment. Y'all know I love comments. I love interacting with my crazy squad. Yes. Like and share. That's it. Like and share. You guys, I've been doing good. This is day 2 on eating healthier, making better choices. Okay. I got my coffee. I got my eggs. I got my protein drink. I got my protein, my meat. I'm really trying to I really have to get this together because I don't feel good. I'm not comfortable. And it's about how you feel. And I don't like being this heavy. And I wasn't this heavy a year ago. Or maybe 2 years ago. So, yeah. And so I put on a little weight. And I don't feel good. Okay? I don't. So, and we have to feel good for ourselves. Because people can look at you and be like, girl, you look good. You look fine. But thank you. I appreciate your compliment. I do. But it's about how I feel inside. Same with you. It's if it looks good. Just like with my nails. My lady tells me, oh no, I like it like this. You should know I'm the one that's got to wear this for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm paying you. So you need to do it like I want you to do it. I'm not wearing my nails for you. Hairdresser. I'm not wearing my hair for you. If I like it and it looks good to me and I want to rock it, that's all that matters. It don't matter how y'all feel, which, I appreciate that, but whether you do or don't, it's all about how you feel. So I don't feel good. I'm over it. I'm tired of getting tired fast. When I walk, I'm tired of, having to get bigger pants. I refuse. I refuse to go buy a larger size. I went from a 12. Okay. Now I'm in an 18, 20. No. Okay. No. I want to go back to my 12s. Okay. So /14, depending on, what store you go to, because everything is cut differently, just like shoes. You could wear a size 8, but you might have to get an 8.5, depending on if the shoe is narrow or whatever. So, so yeah. So anyway, y'all, I do have a story. Okay. I have a topic. Let me take a sip of my coffee first. Okay. Cause this topic kind of rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. Okay. This is kind of personal. A personal rub. So look here. I was talking to a relative. And we got on the subject of another relative. And I was like, I was telling, this person that I'm cool off this person. I don't care if it's family or not. If it brings me sadness, unhappiness, negativity, I have to cut it off. Because, this is my life. And it's the only life I have. I can't go back and get another one when this is over. Okay. And I want to, be happy. Because all these other negative stuff is going to come naturally. I'd rather deal with those than to deal with the ones that comes in, just because. An unwanted one. Okay, I don't need no extra. Okay. So I was saying, you know, how I felt about this particular person. I love this person. I always will. We grew up together. You know, that's my cousin. But I'm good. I can't no more. And he gonna say, well, are you jealous of such and such? Because I'm not gonna say, you know, the name. Are you, can I ask you a question, Tracy? Are you jealous of, and no. That's not what it was said. It was said, Tracy, do you think you're better than such and such? And I said, no. And the question that you asked me, that's kind of like off the wall. Because I love myself. I care about myself. I'm setting boundaries. And you're going to ask me, do I feel like I'm better than? So I'm supposed to just let this person continue to hurt me? So I can show you that I don't feel like I'm better? No, I'm not better than that person at all. And I kind of like don't even appreciate you insinuating that I even feel that way. I am concerned about my well-being for once in my life and not caring about somebody, you know, somebody else's stuff that they're going through. Because people, like I said before, people have their own stuff. And instead of them dealing with their stuff, working on them and dealing with their stuff, they like to just throw it off on the other person and find fault in the other person instead of going right to the core of themselves. And here's what brought up the conversation. And so he was like, you know, she's been through a lot in her life. She's been abandoned. She's been this, she's been that. She's went through a lot. I said, well, so have I. What have you went through? You haven't went through anything. You got a good job. You had your parents. I was raised in a single family home with just my mom and my stepdad. I had my father. Yes, he's paid child support. Yes, I visited him on holiday, you know, on the summer breaks and all that. Child support and all that that's something that is an obligation. Okay? It doesn't matter. And well, what have you been through? I'm not going to go into detail of what I've been through. I'm not going to hash up all the things that I've been through. I've been through a lot of emotional abuse. And just because one person goes through something and it might be different than what somebody else goes through, it doesn't mean that their situation warrants compassion more than the other. Everybody goes through something. And one issue is not, you can't discount the other person's issue because this one seems more greater to you. You know, and I have a girlfriend that's like that too that I talk to here and there. You know, we be talking and she'll tell me some things that she's going through in her relationship with her husband or whatever, the kids or whatever. And when I talk about mine, she be like, girl, you ain't got no problem. You got a job, you got this, you got that. All you need to do is do this. Okay, for one, you can't tell me that what I'm going through, you can't discount what I'm going through. Because everybody has their own level of what they can take or what they can handle or what they feel that's bothering them. One person's problem can't just because it's different than yours don't mean that it's not hurtful to me. I'm human too. You might, even in a relationship, some people, it's what you can handle. Some people are with a man that cheats on them all the time, but they know how to deal with that man. They know, they accept that. With me personally, I can't accept that. Loyalty to me is just, to me, loyalty that's a deal breaker. Okay? That's a deal breaker. I'm sorry. But to her, It may not be that. There might be another person that deals with their man or their woman or whatever drinking. And it might be somebody else be like, girl, I can't deal with that drinking. Everybody has their limit to what they can deal with. And just because I can deal with something and you can't, doesn't mean that, or vice versa, that your problem is worse than mine. Then mine should be discounted because you feel that it takes preference over mine because you've been through this. Well, hell, I've been raked over the coals too. I've been raked over the coals, baby. But the way I've been raked over the coals, you may have been raked over the coals in another area. And what I don't like about this situation is everybody has something going on. Everybody deals with things in their way. Just like a person who's been raped. It's physical and it's mental. Then there could be a person that's just they haven't never been physically abused. They may have been mentally abused. And they take it they can't sleep at night. Their self-esteem is down. Their confidence level is out the door. They hate themselves. They don't want to live anymore. Just like a person who's been raped. Even though it's two different type of abuses, but it's still abuse. Physical abuse. A person can whoop your ass for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes, it's physical. Yes, your black eyes is going to heal. Your broken nose will heal. Your arms, your bones will heal. But what about the inside? Just like a car. Let's use this analogy. You get in a car accident and it messes up your fender. You got to replace the hood. You got to replace the door and your fender. But your engine didn't get touched. So you replaced all these outside stuff. What about your engine? In that analogy, what about your engine? Okay, so your outside is fixed. But what about your mental? Your engine is your mind, is your soul. What about that? You could be abused on the outside but still messed up on the inside. Because when you got in that car accident, you don't know if it messed up your engine. Now you got to go get a new radiator. You don't know what's going on in the engine until you crank it up and start driving again. Just like with a person. You may not even know you were mentally abused until later on down the road. Just like your engine. You get into a car accident and it looks like just the outside got hit. But you don't know that engine could have been bumped on something. It could have lifted. But you don't know, because by looking at it, you don't know it until you start driving it. Until you turn it on. And then all of a sudden you see, smoke, little steam coming up. Because your radiator got bumped into the front of the hood thing. But you couldn't see it from just looking at it. You didn't know it till you cranked it up. Just like abuse. Sometimes you be abused, don't even know you abused. Until later on, down the road. And you start having issues. One person's problem, just because it's not what you're going through at the time, doesn't mean that what that person is going through should be discounted. And people always do that. They want to compare. They want to compare their issue with your issue. Well, you have a good job. Yeah. I do have a good job. But I got to go through this. I got to go through that. I got to go through this. I got to go through that. I got to go through this. Everything is not what it seems to be. Yeah, I got a home. But I need a new roof. I'm just saying. You look at somebody, ooh, she got a house. Yeah, she got a house. But is her mortgage getting paid on time? All you see is she got a house. Do she need a roof? Do she need any pipes fixed in there? How's her do she got any electrical issues? You cannot look at a person and judge them by what you see, because everything doesn't appear to be what it is. And you cannot discount what somebody is going through because you're going through something different. Because what they're going through, you can handle what they're going through. So since you can handle what they're going through, they shouldn't be upset. They should just stop tripping off of what they're going through and just listen to you and just be compassionate to you and just cater to what you're going through. It goes back to being selfish again. And just because a person is taking care of themselves internally and they're setting boundaries doesn't make you better than anyone else. It doesn't make you better. And for a person to feel that way, to think that way, lets me know where the level of their mentality is. I'm supposed to just let someone continue to abuse me and hurt me and talk about me and make me feel smaller than a damn ant. I'm supposed to be okay with that? I can't care about myself enough to love myself enough to set boundaries? Huh. Come on, let's kind of ponder on that for a minute. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Discounting someone else's issue because it's an issue that you can deal with. Everybody deals with things differently. And everything don't hurt the same people. Some people don't care if they talking about them and saying stuff to them. Some people can just brush that off. But then there's people that care. Be like, why is she doing this to me or he doing this to me? Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different level of toleration and what they can deal with. I wanted to bring that today because I had a conversation with someone yesterday, a family member, that brought up another family member. And then in the midst of talking, I thought about this particular friend of mine who does the same thing. And then going to tell you what you need to do to get yourself together. But then you look over at them and they stuff is just raggedy. Don't talk about my backyard until you get yours clean. That's another old saying. He even says that in the Bible. Don't try to remove a splint. You know how small a splinter is? Don't you have the nerve to remove a splinter out of my eye when you got a beam in yours? And you know what a beam is? A big ass pole. You got a pole stuck in your eye, but you trying to remove a little splinter out of mine. Get yourself together. Work on you. Deal with your issues before you try to tell me how to deal with mine. Especially when I didn't come to you with mine. It just came up in conversation because you was talking about yours. And I thought it was a two-way conversation. I thought we was having a two-way conversation. I didn't know this was a one-way conversation to where only you can talk about yours. And I can't talk about mine. So when you get ready to have a two-way conversation, then that's when you should need to call me. Because I don't try to tell nobody what they need to do. If we're talking, I give my opinion, especially if they ask for it. I'm not a therapist. I haven't been to college or I got any degrees. I just have life experiences. And my opinion is just that, my opinion. It's just like everybody that got an asshole. Everybody has one. That's what an opinion is. Just like an asshole. Everyone has one. But it don't mean shit. It's just an opinion. It's just what I thought of. It's just what I would do if I was in that situation. But I don't even say that to them. Well, you know what I would do? I don't even say that. I just give my opinion. And if you like it, take from it what you need to and throw out the rest. That's what I do. I listen to people. I always listen to people. Because sometimes people be having some good ideas. You just take out what you need that will help you. And then you throw out the rest. You don't think about nothing else. You just take just like going to the restaurant. You don't eat everything on the menu, but you look at the whole menu. Go to the restaurant, you look at everything on the menu. And then you pick out what you want to eat, what you want to pay for. And then you close the menu up and hand it back to the server. You only gonna order what you want, but you see everything on there. You see the whole menu, but you're only gonna pick out what you want to eat. What you feel like having, or what's gonna work for you, or what you like, or what you need. I really feel like I need me some beef right now. I think I'm gonna go on and get this steak because my iron is low. Beef is good for your iron. I think I need me some beef. And then you gonna get you some beef. Everything, you ain't tripping off everything else on the menu. People's opinion is just like an asshole. Everybody has one. You just take from that opinion what will work for you at that time. And everything, all the other little added stuff they be adding on, throw it out. Get rid of it. Don't even take it in. Don't even entertain the thought of the other stuff. You just entertain what you need for yourself at that time. That's it. Everybody goes through something. And everybody's level of what they go through is what they go through. You cannot discount somebody else's issue because it's something that you can deal with. So since you can deal with it, they really ain't got no issue. That's just how people are. It don't even matter if it's people on the street or your family. Opinion is just like an asshole. Everybody has one. That's it. And everybody have their own way of thinking. And they process information their own way. The way they process it. Everybody's minds work differently. Everybody learns differently. Like I'm visual. I learn better watching. I'm a touchy-feely. I got to get in there and do it. Like my daughter, she learns better reading it. Reading all the instructions. Cause that's just her. She reads. She like to read the instructions. With me, I just tell me what to do, and I'm trial and error. When I make a mistake, okay, I know not to do that again. So let me just go and do. That's me. I'm visual. I'm touchy-feely. Then you got audio. Some people you got to tell them. They got to hear you. Some people audio. If you tell them what to do, then I'm visual. I need to see it. I'm probably audio too. But I'm touchy. I need to do it. I jumps in. You got some people that just jump in the pool. Then you got some people, they got to put a couple toes in the water first. Before they get in the pool, they gotta get their feet wet first, and then they start going down the stairs. Then you got some just jump in the pool, don't even think about nothing, just jump in. I'm like that in some things. People, it's like I'm gonna say it again. Opinionate is just like an asshole. Everybody has one. That's all it is. But you cannot discount somebody else, what they're going through. Because everybody goes through something, and nobody's going to go through the same thing in the same way. It might be familiar. It might be kind of close. But it ain't going to be the exact same. And everybody not going to deal with it in the same way. I just had to get that out. Because I was pissed off last night. So actually yesterday. Into the night. And then I slept on it. And I said, oh, now. This is going to be my topic for tomorrow. This is going to be. Because it might be somebody out there that need to hear this morning. And if it is somebody out there that need to hear this, you ain't alone, child. You ain't alone. Look here. Thank you for listening to this video. Thank you for watching me and listening. I hope you made it this far. I hope you do. I hope you did. Excuse me. So in the meantime, and in between time, you have a wonderful Tuesday. Think before you speak. Think before you react. Keep your head up no matter what. No matter what people say. No matter how the enemy come in to try to kill, steal, and destroy. You remember who you are. Remember your worth. And it's okay to set boundaries for yourself. You're worth it. You deserve it. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have that joy that the universe have given you today. Don't just hand it away on a silver platter. You keep that joy. It belongs to you. You is yours. It has your name on it. It's you. Your joy. Chest out. Head up. Keep your nose level, because you don't want to be walking around with your nose all stuck up in the air. Because you feeling the way you feeling. No. No. Nose level. Head up. Chest out. And here I go again, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you to stay sucker free. You already know that. So until the next video, peace.